Here's a couple of things to keep in mind when we're talking about boundaries and friendships. So, Lauren, what does that look like? What are boundaries and friendships? So, remember, boundaries are where I end and you begin. Okay, so my stuff is my responsibility, your stuff is your responsibility. And the in between relationship is how boundaries help us become healthy. So boundaries in friendship. So for instance, if you are in a very inequitable friendship, so they expect you and assume you're going to comply with everything that needs to be done. They expect this out of you. They expect that out of you, and they never ask what you need. They never even assume that you would say no. That is a problem. You have a lack of boundaries in that particular friendship, and that at the end of the day is going to be us. It's going to be our responsibility to recognize that and to fix it. So a soft way to do this is, let's say you have a friend who always just piles on her stuff on you. She never asks you about your stuff. She just assumes you're going to comply and listen to her stuff, and that's it. When she calls you, you can say, hey, I would love to talk about this, and I think I can help, but I have things going on in my life too that I really would love an ear. I would really love to discuss what's happening with me too. Those little soft things, they may be like, oh, well, yeah, of course I'll listen. And even though they are not used to listening, they need to get used to hearing that from you. Another example of a lack of boundaries in friendships is with you have a friend or a group of friends, and every single time you leave, you're worried that they're discussing you. You're worried that they are talking badly about you. Okay, there's a reason for that. If it's insecurity, then that's something that you need to work on. If they have not given you a reason to worry, then that is your responsibility. That insecurity is your responsibility. But if you have a reason to worry because they talk about other people, that's also, it ends with them, yes, but where you begin is this is not what you want. If you want healthy friendships, this is a friendship that is not going to work for you. And you can attempt to have conversations with them. Hey guys, what I'm noticing is this, we talk a lot about other people, and that's really not what a healthy friendship does. You can start that, or if it's just like, hey, I'm growing, I'm changing, I'm getting healthier, I understand this is not a healthy environment, then that's going to be your responsibility to find other. All right, so a lot of times we will just experience rejection after rejection after rejection because we have not grown past our old selves. And these are the people that we have always been attracted to because of our upbringing, right? We are attracted to the people that reject us. It's the weirdest thing, but I think when you have when you grow up in an unhealthy environment, those things happen. So if you keep experiencing rejection from friends, that is something that you have to stop, become very self-aware, and take note of. Is there anything that I'm bringing to the table? Is my insecurity forcing these people to reject me? Because honestly, y'all, at the end of the day, people get exhausted. They don't want to keep propping you up. It's not their job to prop you up. So you have to really get very micro-focused on what am I bringing to the table. And if it's just these people are bad news, then that rejection is God's protection. But if they're good people and they're rejecting, then you need to get very focused on asking yourself tough questions and figuring out, okay, where I need to take responsibility, maybe where I don't, and correcting that. I think one of the best things about friendships is really good, healthy friendships is how they make you better, how you make them better. Ironing, sharpening iron is not always a positive thing. It is two very hot, pointy edged, like sharpening each other. And sometimes that is not always rainbows and sunshine, okay? So you have those good friendships. Those are great friendships. But another lack of boundaries friendship that I want you to be aware of are the friends that are constantly competitive with you and that are constantly comparing. And you will feel it. It's really good to make each other better. But if it is not that, and if it's someone and you feel in your spirit they are competitive with you, their kids are competitive with your kids, and it's not a true good feeling relationship, be really careful with that. And you can try to have those conversations, or maybe that's just not where you need to spend your time.